perfectly, and then cried it off over something stupid 5 minutes later. I spent 3 hours getting ready for my cousin's baby shower. Perfect winged eyeliner, flawless foundation, the works. I was feeling myself until I walked into the venue and saw what my aunt had done to the decorations. See, my cousin Emma specifically asked for simple pink and white balloons. She's been super stressed about money since her boyfriend lost his job, so she wanted to keep everything low-key. But when I walked in, the place looked like a unicorn exploded. There were these massive gold balloon arches, expensive floral arrangements, and a dessert table that probably cost more than my rent. Emma was standing in the corner looking overwhelmed, and I could tell she was trying not to cry. That's when I noticed my aunt whispering to the photographer, pointing at different setups. I got closer and heard her say, "Make sure you get shots of everything so people know we spared no expense." My blood started boiling. Emma had been so worried about people judging her for having a small celebration, and here was my aunt turning it into some Instagram showcase. But then I realized something worse was happening. I watched my aunt hand the photographer a list, and I managed to peek over his shoulder. It said things like, "Avoid close-ups of Emma's dress, and focus on decorations, not people." Emma was wearing this beautiful yellow dress she'd borrowed from a friend, but apparently it wasn't fancy enough for my aunt's vision. During the gift opening, things got even weirder. My aunt kept redirecting attention to herself, making comments like, "Oh, I remember when I was pregnant, and when I planned my baby shower, we did things differently." She even rearranged the gift table so her expensive presents were front and center, while the handmade stuff got pushed to the back. Emma opened this gorgeous hand-knitted blanket from her best friend, and you could see how much it meant to her. But my aunt immediately jumped in with, "How sweet, those store-bought items are usually more practical." Emma's face just fell. That's when I noticed my aunt had been taking photos the whole time, but only of herself with the decorations. She hadn't taken a single picture of Emma opening gifts or laughing with friends. When Emma asked for a photo together, my aunt said she needed to check her makeup first and disappeared for 20 minutes. I finally snapped when my aunt started telling people that she'd saved the day because Emma's original plans were too modest. She was literally taking credit for throwing a party that Emma never wanted, while making Emma feel bad about her own choices. I pulled out my phone and started filming everything. My aunt posing with decorations while Emma sat alone, her ignoring Emma's friends but chatting up the photographer, her talking over Emma's thank you speech to point out how much everything cost. Then came the final straw. Emma asked if we could do a group photo with all the women in the family. Simple request, right? But my aunt insisted on standing in the center, even though it was Emma's day. When Emma tried to move to the middle, my aunt said, "Oh honey, I coordinate these things. I know what looks best." I watched Emma's face crumble, and that's when I lost it. I stood up and announced that I wanted to share a video of the real baby shower with everyone. I played back all the footage I'd captured on the projector they'd set up for slideshows. The room went dead silent as everyone watched my aunt's behavior played back in real time. Her dismissive comments, her attention-seeking poses, her complete disregard for Emma's feelings. You could literally see people's faces change as they realized what had been happening. My aunt tried to laugh it off, saying I was being dramatic, but Emma's friends started speaking up, sharing how uncomfortable they'd felt watching Emma get overshadowed at her own event.